What's up, home bartenders? Today I'm going to show you how to make flavored vodka infusions in only 1 hour using a sous vide water circulator. All right, let's do it. If you're finding me for the first time, I make home bartending a lot easier and a lot more fun with homemade liqueurs, infusions, and cocktails. All right, so make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit that little bell, get notified when we release new content. All right, let's start infusing some vodka. So we've done a lot of infusions on the channel. Check out the playlist if you want to see all our homemade liqueurs and infusions. And typically, these things take about 1 to 2 weeks, sometimes more, using just a mason jar. So what you would do is put your vodka in here, put whatever ingredients you want, whatever flavorings you want to infuse, put them in the mason jar and let it sit, let it infuse for 1 to 2, sometimes 3, 4 weeks until the vodka has really taken on all that flavor. However, using a sous vide water circulator, what we can do is we can speed up that process and do it in just 1 hour. The idea here is by submerging our vodka with our ingredients in a water bath, and the water circulates and it maintains a temperature of roughly 135 Fahrenheit. That agitation and that heat allows the vodka to take on the flavor much quicker. In order to get your vodka and ingredients into the water bath, you need some sort of container. So you can use a mason jar and submerge it in the water, or you can use a vacuum sealed bag. Obviously, you need a vacuum sealer that can vacuum seal liquid. The rule of thumb, technically, if you're just infusing directly into a mason jar, it'll take anywhere from 1 to 2 weeks. If you're using a sous vide machine and a vacuum seal bag, it should only take about 1 to 2 hours to infuse flavor. Finally, if you're using a sous vide machine with a mason jar instead of a vacuum seal bag, you're just doubling your time to about 2 to 4 hours. It's still a lot faster than the 1 to 2 weeks if you're just putting it in the mason jar.
Okay, so we need vodka, of course. I'm using Beatty's, a local vodka here in Ottawa. And we're gonna be making vanilla, green apple, berries, and citrus vodka today. So we're gonna make 4.
All right, so the recipes on the screen today are going to be for 500 ml or 16 ounces. This is my usual size bottle for homemade liqueurs. However, since I'm making 4 of these and I really don't use that much flavored vodka, I'm gonna be doing half a batch for one of these 8-ounce bottles, or 250 ml. So if you want to follow along and make this batch, just make sure you do half of what's on the screen, all right?
Okay, so we gotta start off by portioning our vodka. I'm gonna be portioning 250 mils. Of course, if you're following the recipe for 16 ounces, you're gonna want twice this, so 500 mils. All right, let's prep our ingredients now. So for our vanilla bean, I'm just gonna slice it in half, cut that in half to expose all those seeds. For the green apple, we want 2 green apples if you're doing the full batch, or half, and just chop them up roughly. For our berries, I'm going with some raspberries whole and just chopping up a couple strawberries, just like that. And then for our citrus, we want citrus peels of lemon, orange, and lime.
All right, so we've got our food saver, our vacuum sealer here. Mine has a liquid setting, meaning that it can shrink wrap liquids. If yours doesn't have that setting, there's a chance that it will suck the vodka right out of the bag and make a huge mess. So if you're not sure if yours can do it, you can, as I mentioned, use mason jars. Just put your vodka and your other ingredients in the jar, and that goes into the water bath to infuse. It'll work just as well, it'll just take a little longer. But since I've got the vacuum sealer, I'm gonna do that.
All right, so just dump all your ingredients into a bag. We've got the vodka going in, measured out of course, and then using our fancy food saver, we're going to vacuum seal with the liquid setting so that it doesn't suck all the vodka out. All right, looking good. It looks great, everything is sealed inside, does not fall out, and just proceed to do the same thing with our other 3 flavors.
All right, so we've got our 4 bags of vodka with ingredients. Let's set up the water bath. All right, so this is the Jewel Sous Vide Circulator. It's the one that I have. There's so many of them on the market right now, so
there's no reason not to get one. They're really handy in the kitchen. And this one works with a phone. So you're gonna start it, we're gonna set it to 135, and we're gonna start. As you can see, it starts circulating the water. So what it's doing is it's maintaining a temperature of 135 Fahrenheit, but it's also circulating the water. It's agitating it, so there's constant movement in the water, and that's what's gonna help just agitate and get everything in a perfect condition to, in part, infuse all of that flavor. So as you can see, because we shrink wrap liquid, there's a little bit of air that remains in there, so it's tend to be floating at the top. So what we can do is we can just grab something to kind of hold it down. All right, so our vodkas have been infusing in the sous vide bath for 1 to 2 hours. So as you can see here, got a lovely color in there. This one's a nice yellow. Got a beautiful red with the strawberries and the raspberries, and then didn't get hot enough to fully break down the apples, and sadly not as green as I was hoping for the apple, but we're not going for neon green, we're going for a natural look. All right, so next thing we have to do is, they've cooled off completely, they're down to room temperature, so we're going to filter into our bottles. So I've got a funnel here lined with a coffee filter. You could use cheesecloth or coffee filter to strain these. I'm going with the coffee filter simply because looking at these, there is some kind of small sediment in there that might make it through the cheesecloth, especially the vanilla. Some of those tiny vanilla seeds have leached out into the vodka, so you want to make sure to get those out. So coffee filter is the way to go. All right, so just going by one and emptying the contents into the funnel and straining it through. If the sediment gets through, just strain it again, but mine was looking pretty good. After that, we're gonna slap on a sexy label, you know it. Our infusions are finished, and I just gotta taste them now. When I was pouring them through the strainer, each of these, the aroma coming off them was incredible. So I cannot wait to taste them all, and let's do that right now. So we've got our Glencairns here. We're gonna start with the vanilla. I have made vanilla vodka just in the standard mason jar method before, so this will be the first time with a quick infusion, but let's see. Oh. Amazing, the vanilla just so good. Strong vanilla flavor. Obviously we've added no sugar to any of these, so the vanilla one, good vanilla flavor, but no sweetness. I've actually never purchased a commercial vanilla vodka, so let me know, are they sweet? Do they sweeten them? Because this is just vanilla and vodka. So it's not vanilla liqueur. The apple and the berry, I'm expecting a bit of sweetness coming off the fruit, but of course we've added no sugar. All right, next up is the berry vodka, or the red berry vodka. I was planning on doing like all berries, like add some blueberries and blackberries in there, but I figured, I knew it was gonna give it a color. I didn't want like a mishmash of like dark purple. I figured a nice bright red would be nicer. So, and it does look great. All right. Oh, wow, just smells like strawberry jam. Oh, that's amazing. So, it is different than like the strawberry liqueurs, the berry liqueurs that I've made. Make sure you check out that video. Because again, there's no sugar. This is not something I would sip on its own. A strawberry raspberry liqueur, that you can sip on its own. It's sweet, it's syrupy, it's delicious. This will be good in cocktails. On its own, obviously there's no sweetness, but that flavor is intoxicating. Very nice. On to the citrus. This one had the greatest aroma of any of them. So, yeah, pretty excited for this one. Oh wow, this is the citrus aromas coming off this. I think I don't even have to get near the Glencairn. Wow, that's citrusy. And you expect it to be almost like a lemonade as you're drinking it. Again, there's no sweetness, but oh, the flavor in this.
This is incredible. And finally, the apple. This one, I mean, this one had the least amount of aroma coming off it, so I'm curious. This is not going to be like sour apple liqueur. There, you know. Ooh, actually good apple flavor on the nose. Wow, this is probably the sweetest one. Interesting. This is sweeter than the berry. I would have expected the berry one to be the sweetest, but a lot of sugar extracted from that apple. Still not like an apple liqueur, however, very nice apple flavor and a distinctive sweetness compared to the other ones. Wow. Well, there it is, guys. There's their 4 vodka infusions. You can do basically any infusion with this. You can do peach vodka. You could do pineapple vodka, chocolate vodka. There's a whole endless possibility, endless ideas of flavors you can infuse into your vodka, and it doesn't take long. It only takes 1 to 2 hours. All right, so yeah, don't shy away from making your own infusions, whether it's a vodka infusion or rum infusion or whatever, or homemade liqueurs. Don't shy away from it. It's super easy to do and you get great results. Either it takes just a bit longer or you can do it at super speed using your sous vide. All right, hope you enjoyed that, guys. What other infusions would you like me to try on the channel? Let me know in the comments down below, and who knows, we might do it in a later video. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.